Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Open-Ended Conversations. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today on this almost rainy day that we're having here in Florida, but happy to see you guys. It's been too long. I'm gonna get right into it. Today we're gonna be doing a topic that's a little bit different. I decided I want to add in more kind of current topics, stuff like that. Kind of just be up with the times and give my opinion on different things as well. So this video is going to be about Charlie Kirk and how just how really we create our own reality with our thoughts, actions, choices, all that good stuff. So first of all, I would like to say condolences to Charlie Kirk and his family. It definitely sucks to see anyone assassinated, because everyone's a spouse, a parent, child, all this stuff. And yeah, it's just very unfortunate. I have notes, by the way, so if I look down, it's notes. No one should just be assassinated for their non-violent views, even if you don't agree with those views, or even if those views you think they're stupid or they lack thought. To be nice about it. I definitely didn't agree with them. But yeah, you still have to hold. There still needs to be a place where people can feel the way they feel, even if others don't agree with that. That's very important, and we need to make sure that happens in this life, absolutely, and the next life, and the life after that. Yeah, it's just absolutely despicable. But I think it's a good time to reflect and think about how, I was saying, our choices really dictate how our life goes and what life experiences we have. I was thinking about how I was gonna say that while I was saying it. So if you're putting certain energy out there, you have to understand that you have to live in that world, right? If you want a world that doesn't have gun control, you got to live in that world, and you have to take precautions and be okay with the possibility of maybe someone trying to hurt you with one of those guns. It's very unfortunate and it shouldn't happen, but it's kind of just the way it is. So if you're putting out love, you're gonna receive that love back. Of course, you're gonna receive hate as well. That's natural. But someone that puts out hate does not get any type of love back in their life, right? Unless they have special someone that still has faith in them that they can change. But anyone that has a personality full of hate they don't receive love back. They just receive more hate, which is why it's kind of like a loop that reinforces the bad behavior, and yeah, Charlie Kirk talked about the Second Amendment and how guns should be readily available for people, because say if we needed a national gun registration, then the government could essentially walk into people's houses and decide that they can take their guns, just because they would have a registry of all the guns that people have. And that's why one of the reasons Charlie Kirk was he believes in the Second Amendment, and it was to prevent government interference with just certain things. So he was afraid of that. He was afraid of the government taking the guns. Essentially, I don't know why I was so hard to get out. Sure, it sucks. It's unfortunate. It's kind of just how like the way the world works. Like he was a advocate for less gun control and for more people to be able to have guns, but then he was killed by one. It's very unfortunate how that happens. So like everyone isn't gonna have extreme circumstances like Charlie Kirk. Like I think Charlie Kirk is a very specific example of this type of energy, and I definitely know everyone's not gonna have these dire extreme life circumstances as Charlie Kirk, but like we all have things that we indulge in that aren't necessarily creating the best reality for us. Say there's a habit that we have that kind of gets us into sticky situations, unfavorable situations. Like being too prideful. And you don't know how to like swallow your pride to keep people in your life that you genuinely want to be around. Or say there's a friend that is kind of like a bad influence on you, and they get you into like scary situations, like maybe with cops or with ops, as the kids say nowadays, and you get into sticky situations, and it's just like crap, I don't need that in my life. Or a romantic relationship that you're in, and that person doesn't treat you well, but you kind of still stay in it because you're afraid of like, I don't know, being alone, or you know what I mean? Like there's always actions that we take that kind of lead us to being in situations that we don't necessarily want to be in, but it kind of like reinforces those bad feeling, like just reinforces that life, that like energy that you're putting out in the world, and then don't be surprised when you're getting that energy back into your life. So yeah, like just watch what energy you're putting out into the universe. You know what I mean? Because the universe is the world. The universe is a mirror, and you're gonna attract similar energetic, similar experiences that are on that energetic frequency into your life. And no one wants to attract bad circumstances into their life. Now, to the people that are celebrating his death, I think that's horrible. You guys are kind of horrible. You shouldn't do that, because everyone has to die, and you never know how karma comes around and what the story of your death will be, and it's just not in good taste. Like everyone, like we're all humans. Like literally, we're all the same. We just have different backgrounds or skin colors or different pigmentations of our skin. Like so, it's just like it's it's just not tasteful. Like I would advise against that. Because it's like, yeah, especially if you're people of color, like making fun of the guy. It's like, what if like the outrage from this Charlie Kirk situation comes back around, and there's people from like Charlie Kirk's people or Charlie Kirk supporters, because they're not his people, they're just supporters, fans, whatever. What if they start killing people of color leaders, like black leaders, or other people of color leaders? And it's like, well, because of that outrage. And it's like, like I said, you get the energy that you put out. You know what I mean? If you keep putting that energy out, it's gonna come back. It's gonna manifest in your life in some ways. You feel me? So don't do that. Come on now, don't do that. And like to people that are comparing Charlie Kirk to black activists like Malcolm X, MLK, you guys are so like out of touch with reality and not out of touch with reality. Charlie Kirk, he was fighting for people's rights, but it was like gun rights, gun laws, or for less government intervention. I think that's a lot different than for people who are fighting for people's rights in general, for just to be treated as equal, to not be segregated. I think those are two different activists, just two different types of activists, and it's very, it's kind of funny because it's like, really, you wanna compare those things? Like, I don't know. It's really weird. It's like Charlie Kirk can be a famous, a great activist without comparing him to other activists. Like, it's kind of like get your get your own activist, bro. Like, you don't, like, I don't know. It's really weird. Like, please, you guys should please stop doing that. It's so weird. Really weird. Like, yeah, Charlie Kirk, obviously, he was an activist and he had supporters, but like, two different lanes, really two different lanes. One's fighting for rights, one's fighting to uphold rights. Like, those people already have rights. Martin Luther King was fighting for black people to just have rights in general. Like, some of you guys are really out of touch. So yeah, like, I've watched some of Charlie Kirk's like debates since he was assassinated, and like, his biggest things was he wanted guns to protect ourselves from the government, because the government has shown that they don't care about us. They're corrupt, and like, he wanted us to have guns in case we needed them, I guess, I suppose. Excuse me. And I agree with that for sure, but I definitely still think there should be some type of restrictions on guns, because some people are just unstable, very, very unstable. So it's like, I agree with the government part of it, and like how we need to protect ourselves from the government, but like, we like to protect ourselves in different ways from the government, right? And it's all about that, being okay with people's opinions, like I was saying at the beginning. And like, he also says he thinks fathers should be in homes. How like not having a father in the house is like one of the main factors in like child development, and their kind of temperament and all that stuff, which I agree. And he says in black culture that's not lifted up, and that's not like celebrated. And I think I agree, like, it's not as celebrated, but I definitely think it's just not celebrated in America in general, like as a whole. It's not about black culture, it's about American culture. I don't think in American culture it's celebrated to want to raise a family, and the white picket fence, all that jazz, all that good stuff, getting married. Like, I don't think that's necessarily celebrated in America, really. Everyone wants to be a player and have all the hoes, which is fun, but like, eventually, like, you have to eventually want to just like not do that, and build a life, like. So I think it's kind of just not really celebrated in American culture, versus black culture. That's where I just don't agree with that, like, at all. Because there's definitely black people and black cultures and black subcultures and black people as a whole who definitely think men should work towards having families, and just being around, staying there. And I know plenty of black fathers who have stayed around for their kids, black fathers who have been parents to kids who aren't even their biological children. So I just disagree. I think Charlie Kirk rarely ever really comes in contact with black culture outside of maybe the internet, or someone that comes to his that would come to his rally. So I just think he doesn't really have the right perspective on it. But yeah, I think we are entering a slippery slope here, because we are being silenced for our beliefs, whether you believe them or not. Whether, regardless of where you stand on the political spectrum, you should definitely be alarmed at people getting gunned down, or people, getting canceled, like people's own television shows that, they worked hard for, and that they put their all into, and, supports their families and supports people who work their family. I definitely think it's alarming when those things can just be taken off air or ended because of the opinion you have. And I think it's horrible, and I think that should not be a thing. And I think I think everyone should be able to believe what they want, as long as that's not like alienating a group of people, or those beliefs aren't hateful. Like, if those beliefs are hateful, then I think we should definitely bully them and judge them and make fun of them and laugh at them, for sure. But yeah, we just got to be more tolerant. We should definitely be more tolerant. It's insane. Not having free speech is insane to think about. And that's kind of pretty much it. And I just want to say, like, man, I didn't mean to be gone that long. I honestly kind of forget that, like, wow, you guys actually want to listen to me and hear what I have to say. Like, it's pretty cool and dope. And it's like, oh my God, jeez. I feel like I'm kind of really starting to get into that swing of, like, having the, feeling that obligation to really, like, be here and to really do this thing. I'm really kind of getting the swing of things. I know I was going for a while, and I have literally like 3 other notes that I have for videos that I literally just 3 different topics that I kind of just haven't made the videos for yet. So more videos will be coming up here soon. And yes, I love you guys. See ya. I think that's it. For any business inquiries, check out my email, open-ended conversations 303@yahoo.com. I'm a writer, speaker, YouTuber. Obviously, I'm here. I model as well. I'm signed to a local agency here in Florida, or a few cities away here in Florida. And yes, I can't wait to comment what you guys think below, and I can't wait to see you guys and work with you guys. Catch y'all later. See.